Welcome back, everybody, to the Cirque Show 24/7. This is episode 2 of Arrow, entitled
Honor Thy Father.
So let's get right into it because we have a lot to talk about.
Nobody can know my secret.
Okay, we just got done watching. Episode 2 of Arrow. But before we get into the review, Chelsea, please tell us, a little bit about this episode and what was it about.
Laura brings a civil suit against millionaire Martin Summers, who is also Oliver's target. And then there's this whole ordeal with the Chinese triads, and we also get introduced into an assassin named China White.
Okay, so overall in this episode, Sean, what did you think about this episode after watching it?
Well, I liked how the guy, when his face got cut, and also how they figured out he was evil and stuff. He got arrested because of the recorder, and I also think how it's cool how he always kills around off these airwolves.
Okay, yeah, like you said, I really like this episode a lot. I like the episode 1 better. I like the pilot episode a little bit better. But this one, it was pretty good. The action was great. I'm really liking the guy who's playing Arrow when he does the action, when he's in the suit, and when he's just in Green Arrow mode, because he's like a freaking assassin. He's just out there. He's good, and yeah, it was just really amazing to me. What about you?
Yeah, I was always, the whole time through it, I'm thinking, how can you have arrows as your main choice of weapon and not kill somebody? It seems like he's just killing off all of their henchmen, and then he saves the main leader and doesn't kill them. But you're killing people. There's no way you can have arrows and not shoot someone in the eye and not accidentally kill somebody. It's going to happen.
Yeah, and see, it's so weird sometimes because Green Arrow is he is a superhero, and you forget sometimes because you're so used to Batman and him having his rule. Like Batman's I never kill. There's always a different way to do that. So, but you see Green Arrow, and the first thing he does, he'll shoot somebody right in the eye. He'll snap their neck. So you kind of get taken back by it at first, but then you're like, okay, this is a little bit different. This is not Batman. This is not Superman. He's kind of changing up the game a little bit, the superhero game. So for that, I think the show gets an A+ in my book for that. A thing about this episode I liked the most was when they introduced the whole Chinese triads, and just this whole mob scene thing, and Laura, she's trying to fight the mob and stuff, and her dad, who's already who already just hates Oliver, and him and Oliver are just not on good terms and stuff. He makes sure Laura's okay and safe, and then the Chinese triads end up going to her house and stuff, and it was just craziness. And so when you saw that, what you thought about that when you first saw that?
They were bursting through walls and doors. One guy burst through a window into her bed.
Yeah, I think that was a creeper.
Does she live in a bad part of town where the walls are just made out of machete paper?
Yeah, because it was just crazy.
They were just flying through without any problems or issues. They just sprung up like it was nothing.
Yeah, it was crazy. What about you, Sean?
Well, they kept on breaking through every window, so I was like, how much money is that going to be to fix it?
She needs a new house.
Yeah, she does need a new house because they tear that crap up.
I liked it how when he threw the knife, her knife flew out and then she ran away. And also, when they did that, there was 2 police officer cars, and all of them died, but only one guy, which is his bodyguard, makes it in there to save the day.
Yeah, and speaking about his bodyguard, I really do like that guy who plays his bodyguard, because in season 1, in episode 1, he kind of made a fool of it a little bit, because Oliver kept escaping from it. Oliver put him in a sleeping hole and stuff. I was like, this guy is so big, and he's just getting his butt whooped 24/7. He's just getting outplayed and outsmart by Oliver. But in episode 2, you could tell this guy can really fight. He was holding his own once China White came in and stuff. He was holding his own. He had some nice moves and stuff. I was like, okay, this guy might have a past or something that I don't know about.
And now,
yeah, he can really dodge.
He's catching on to him.
I was wondering, is he
You're
like
not
a superhero?
naive and clueless to everything.
Yeah, and what were you saying, Chelsea, about like how he's catching on and stuff? You just
He's not naive and clueless.
yeah.
He
So
always
and
won't
which
be.
I like because certain times, like in shows and stuff, you always get the one person like I call it like
They
the Lois
drag it
Lane.
out.
Yeah, I
They
call it like
drag
the
it out.
Lois Lane kind of syndrome where this person's being like a superhero or something, and this person who's really close doesn't even know about it. Like just like Lois Lane, like for years and years, she did not know like Clark Kent was like Superman. But you see in this series, like that bodyguard, he's kind of catching on to Oliver, and he knows that Oliver is up to something. So I I think once the season starts progressing, you're gonna see that, and you're gonna see that dynamic play out, and him kind of find out. That's my predictions. So that's what I hope happens. I hope like somebody finds out Oliver's truth and what he actually does in his free time. So I'm looking forward to that a lot. Another thing that something that's just been bothering me about like from episode 1 all the way to episode 2 is his relationship with Laura. Like, what do you think about his relationship with her?
I can understand him trying to apologize for whatever and what happened before, and I could understand how she would still be angry about that. And I thought in this episode it was weird that his sister gets all mad that he needs to let somebody in, and who does he go to? Not his mother, not his sister who just lectured him,
Yeah.
not his friend, not his bodyguard. He goes to his ex who hates him.
Yeah. And like when he did that, and he was first talking to his sister and stuff, and his sister was just explaining like how she was like after he left and stuff. And he went to Laura. I was like, I really don't like that because for some reason I think the girl who plays his sister should be his girlfriend. Should actually play Laurel because I think they make a better dynamic than the girl who actually plays Laurel. Like it's weird because when I see him like talking to Laura and stuff, I don't really get that they actually used to be dating. You know what I mean? Because when she's like, "Oh, you used to hurt me, Ollie. You used to hurt me, and I'm mad at you." He when you look at it, he's always just kind of smiling. He says, "I'm sorry. Shit happens. That's what he's just smiling at it, and he's trying to keep a serious face. But for me, it looks like he doesn't really care
I
about her
know, right?
feelings. Yeah,
When he says sorry, he's like,
yeah, he's always smiling. It's so weird.
he's getting ready to smirk.
Yeah, he is always a smile. Just check it out. You'll know what I'm talking about. He's always he's got like this grin, but he's trying to be serious, but it's always a grin, so you can never really take him that serious. And it always shows when he's around Laura. And I just don't like their chemistry together for some reason. I don't know if it's just the actress or what, or just the writing of it, but when they're together, I really don't like her for some reason. And she tries to play like this tough lawyer, like I'm taking down the triad, the Chinese mob, and nothing's gonna stop me,
But what
Dad.
does she do when everyone bursts through her walls?
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Let me run and hug you.
Let me run.
It's all over, but I'm gonna run and hug you.
Yeah, so that like stuff like that. That's just like that inconsistency stuff that I really don't like, and I really don't understand. So that's what kind of takes it out. If it comes with points, it kind of just I got to shave a couple points off for this episode just for that because the acting with her, I don't know. Maybe I just need to get used to her. So hopefully, she can win me over in the later episodes. Anything else you wanted to say? Anything else?
Oh yes. I love how when he's getting ready, and you see him in scenes, he has this dark green makeup around his eyes and his nose bridge and like here in the corner.
Yeah.
But when he's preparing for his night out, he just puts a hood on. They don't show you him putting on makeup. And Batman does the same thing. He's got to have his dark black makeup.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he'll just look like a wacko.
Yeah.
It'll just look weird. But they never show you putting it on. They don't put it on.
Yeah, and I think that's another like one
Are
of those.
they ashamed to show male superheroes putting on makeup?
I don't know. Like, if anything, like when I first saw that was makeup on, like in the first episode, I was like, that's weird. He could have just had like a little mask or something. You know what I mean? He didn't have to have the makeup.
But when you're looking for masks like that, and I've tried, they're not out there unless you're gonna actually make a latex mask
Well,
and have special skin glue.
but that's what I'm saying though. Like he's a billionaire. Like he should be making masks, like instead of putting on makeup, because then you know, like okay, maybe he put on maybe he put on the mask while he was like walking out. Like the next scene he had, like the first scene he didn't have on the makeup. That next scene, like 5 seconds later, he had on the makeup. Like, did he do it in the car or something? Like, what's going on?
He did it while he was jumping.
Yeah,
and
while he was
wall
crossing. He was up here parkour. It's like I'm gonna parkour and do makeup because I'm awesome.
He was like
So-
this.
Yeah, so like stuff like that, you know.
in midair.
Yeah, I think stuff like that, like the writers just need to be more consistent on, because you know people like us, we see stuff like that, and she caught it first. Like I didn't catch it first; she had to rewind it. I was like, yeah, like you know, I see that. I see what you're talking about. So stuff like that. Overall, though, I mean, I still think the episode was good. The stuff with his mom. It's still like jacked up, because like in the beginning of this episode, like she was all worried, like, Ollie, you know, I'm worried about you and stuff, and I just want you to be okay, and you know, I just want you to be happy. I just want you to be happy. But in the, you know, the last scene though, she's like, ugh, well, he's never gonna know that I was the one who knew about like the ship finna be wrecking and stuff. So you know, she's up to something. She's up to no good, basically.
He's
She knows a
gonna know,
lot.
though.
Yeah,
He's gonna know.
I feel like in this, like
You want to choke her.
yeah, I feel like in this series you're gonna find him slowly but surely he's gonna have to kill his mom. I think he's gonna have to put an arrow in his, in that chick, because
Right through her throat.
yeah, he's gonna have to, because she's doing some stuff that no mom should do. Worst mom ever. Okay. But overall, I think we all liked it. We all enjoyed it. You know, a few like major gripes that we didn't like about. But overall, I think it was still good. We saw like a little preview of next week's. I can't wait for next week. I'm pretty sure she can. I know he can. So
The thing that bothers me though is how they don't tell you how like the sink sunk.
yeah.
Like, maybe they'll tell you though, but who's the guy at the ending?
Yeah, okay, yeah. Before we go, and we only got a few more seconds. Before we go, the guy at the end, who do you think that is? Like once we saw you, like Ollie, like bury his dad, like at the island, he gets an arrow to like the shoulder or whatever, and you see like this guy in the bag. So who do you think that is?
A special symbol in their notebooks.
Yeah, it's like a special symbol.
A secret cult or something.
Yeah, and one more thing about this, I think that they spend so much time like in the real world part or in the future part, or like the what's happening now, that I think what they need to do more is like put more of like the past and what he was doing in like the 5 years, because I'm more interested in that than like the stuff that he's doing now. I'm more interested in like how he actually became, you know, Arrow. So other than that, you know, I think it was a pretty good episode. We can't wait. We're really wondering who that mystery Arrow guy is. Is that the guy who trained him to be who he is? Who is that?
He just totally ripped off his costume and everything.
Yeah,
it's
so
just masquerade.
yeah,
And
so
this poor bastard is still stuck on an island.
yeah,
having
naked
no
with
idea.
no like he's coming back for me. I'm telling you, he's coming back. So
He stole your clothes,
he stole
man.
you.
I like it how he's like, I've been dreaming about every day, and then he's like, to eat ice cream.
Yeah, that was pretty good too. But yeah,
He was like shooting everyone when he was running down like the metal thing when he was chasing the guy. He was just shooting everyone like nothing.
yeah. So overall, I think we all liked it. So please like this video, comment, subscribe, tell me what you thought. Please like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter. Thank you to my co-host Chelsea, her brother Sean. We're having a good time doing this. We can't wait to do more videos, more content. Please let us know, like, what do you want us to review? What do you want us to talk about? So as always, this is the Cirque Show 24/7. Be easy.